Goliath scorpions, maybe? It's the thing that pops in my head.
Haynes, I feel like he used to play for SWK, didn't he?
Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Could be wrong.
I really like this map for ECM.
Target acquired.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get familiar with this map. I haven't really gotten it that many times.
Got an awesome moving up here.
Acquired.
And a fire starter. Wow, that's my right torso that just got smacked.
Yeah, there's a cataphract back there trying to jump snipe you.
Sad thing is I didn't get the hit notification. I got hit by the fire starter and that's all there was. I'm with you.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Sneak up behind this delta. Let me know when you're in range. I won't turn around yet.
Yep, I'm good. Go ahead.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
What other target of opportunity do we have?
I'm gonna sneak around behind, kind of flank right through C4.
Yep, I'm with you. Watch
New
out.
target
Guys up top.
acquired. New target acquired.
I'm gonna try to get a good airstrike on them. Looks like they're clumped.
There's a dual Gauss Jaeger up there.
There's a Stormcrow right around this corner. I won't turn around yet. Waiting for you.
UAV activated. New target acquired.
Yep, with you. Jaeger on the right side.
New target acquired.
Ember CT. He's falling back.
Yeah, his buddy's coming around the corner. Raven.
Right CT or left visual.
Yep.
Or right visual, I guess.
CT's now open. We're 3-5 right now. Things aren't going well.
Deactivated. New target.
You should be able to grab
I'm
him.
in the standard.
New target
Oh shit.
acquired.
Ah, damn it. Dude's right torso I'm going for.
Okay.
Should be opened up, or about to be opened up. Ooh, there goes, there goes.
Target destroyed.
Got it.
Nice.
We got ACM over here.
We got a Timberwolf and a Raven over here. I'm gonna meet up with them.
Target acquired.
Ember behind them and a Stormcrow.
New target acquired.
And a Vindicator coming in.
Acquired. Left torso critical damage. Target acquired. New target acquired.
Trying to bait some of them away, split them for you. They're not following. No.
New target acquired.
Yeah, that cataphract's not even hurt, man. I'm gonna have to pull some range here. Got a Wolverine, I think, coming my way. Oh, you're dead. Never mind. Never mind.
New target acquired.
You got this.
I had a match like this. It's very similar yesterday. Didn't end well for me. Nah, I made some mistakes. Shouldn't have taken that one. Took two dual Gauss hits I probably shouldn't have taken, and
New target acquired.
I don't know if any of them are critical. Yeah, if you're gonna get my cookies, I'm gonna make you work for it.
New target acquired.
Oh, that guy's not even hurt. Look at that.
Torso critical damage.
What?
Critical damage. Torso critical damage. Left leg critical damage. Left leg destroyed.
Oh, what can you do? Can't do anything when at least what, that mech plus the cataphract wasn't even. Just gotta have more damage done to him. Yep. What's going on, Vortmax, Amfred, TK, Juka? What's going on, guys?
Alright, I switched up to a direwolf. For anyone wondering, it's 5 UAC 5s and 4 medium lasers. The Daka machine. It's kind of like a minigun.
Is it just 5 UAs, UAC 5s? Do you have any ER mediums or anything?
Yeah, I have the 4 ER mediums on the right arm, and I just use those for if I'm doing a quick peek or if all the UAC 5s jam, you know, or you run out of ammo. But if you catch somebody in the open, for the most part, I just spam the UAC 5s, and so I can keep my heat down a little bit and let the UACs just pump away.
Yeah, when you come across a UAC direwolf, there's really nothing. Just takes your face and kicks it in. That's all it does. Pretty much just nothing you can do. If you're slow and you can't get out of the way, it's brutal. Jigsaw, some mechs don't actually have engines. I think most of my invalid ones are probably stripped. So if they're stripped, it'll say invalid or something like that. So yeah, some of the mechs I just don't use or will go back to and use probably once the corks come out for them. So pretty excited for that.
Definitely some good direwolf builds, though. The other one I really like is the 2 Clan Goss, 4 ER mediums, and 2 ER large, or you can even do 2
large pulse. Yeah. Yeah, 90 was it? What's the alpha with the large pulse? I mean, I know with the ERs it was at 94. It's pretty redonkulous.
Yeah, not too sure. It's way up there. That's for sure. I'd say that one's a little better for, you know, the closed games or more competitive games, but the 5 UAC 5s is so much fun for pugging.
Yeah. I think I've done a total of 2 matches in direwolves. They're just sitting there. I just can't do it. They're so slow. My play style, I don't mind the Warhawks, right? But my favorite assault is the Victor, just because of the maneuverability. But it's just too slow. I don't know. I mean, I run around mediums pretty much. Mediums, heavies, lights. Assaults is just the one thing that... Yeah, Vort. I don't know, man. Just assaults, just... I just feel like I can be more effective if I go a little bit quicker. I can be that harassing presence. I can... I don't know. I just feel like it teaches own. I mean, they all have their places. I mean, I'm not saying assaults are horrible. I'm saying they do have their place. It's just not in the hands of myself. Don't enjoy it as much.
Do you play the Timberwolves at all?
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, heavies on downward. I'm good with, but assaults just. Ugh. I wonder if that's a 12-man.
Clan Ghost Bear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Alright, I need to get contact with. Find these guys. Whoa. Never mind. Not right there.
Target acquired.
Is there a bunch on that corner?
Dire Wolf, right side, Bravo 4. I don't know, I'm about to find out.
I'm cruising up on that corner. I'm pretty close to my RDNC for I just hope it's not their whole team right there. Which, I guess if it's a 12-man, it probably is.
Target acquired.
We got guys back at our base. I don't think this is an organized right side push. At least
Oh,
no.
they're all there. Whole team pushing through before.
UAV activated.
There you go. Oh god.
New target acquired.
You got multiples there?
Yeah, it's their whole team.
Yeah, Warhawk's about to pook. Right above you.
I'm trying to be sneaky and let them all run
He's
by.
right above you. There you go. Good hit.
New target acquired.
I got a fire starter now back here.
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
India's up here. Shadowhawk. It's got us back to us.
God, you guys got so much rear armor.
New target acquired.
No one's even noticed us down here.
Heat level critical.
Stormcrow's coming in.
New target acquired.
Kilo's on you. He's critical.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Heat level critical. New target acquired.
If you want to swing around right to Charlie 5,
Yeah, I got it.
their backs are to us.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Got something coming in with SRMs.
Target acquired.
Okay.
New target acquired.
Foxtrot.
Critical damage. Target destroyed.
Last guy.
Yep, he's trying to take my cookies. He's got my leg. Whew.
Wow, they didn't pay enough attention to us down there.
It was that ECM, man. No one was locked onto you. No target info was shared. Nothing. You just wrecked.
Without that ECM, that wouldn't have gone nearly as good.
No. Right type. I mean, it's funny too because that fire starter was there the entire time, but it doesn't matter if you don't have BAP. You can't counter. I don't know. Yeah, that was a close call. I almost died to that Timby. That's why I feel like the Cicada 3M is such a useful Mac. I mean, just for that fact right there. I mean, ECM just in general. So many people don't take ECM. Mediums usually are pretty low on the totem pole as far as the matchmaker too. So. Anyways, guys, hopefully you're having a good afternoon out there. It is Wednesday afternoon. Just dropping some dual drops, which usually, I will admit, dropping duels usually hurts. It's usually probably the most difficult group queue as far as me dropping just with one other person. I would say it's probably usually the most difficult thing. I think it's easier dropping solo than it is usually with two-man group, just because of what you can be tossed at. But we've had some pretty good matches so far. Just Candy Network again, Conquest. Okay, I'm happy with this.
Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna go too well when we saw that told me on the other side. I should have known though that was going to be the whole team on that corner once we saw a couple guys pushing there, and I kind of got lucky there. Oh, another 12-man. Here we go.
Yeah, that Warhawk.
Good players on our team. We got Ed Meister on our team.
I baited out the Warhawk. He came down. You wrecked his face. That Stormcrow thought he was going to have your cookies. That didn't happen.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Who's Ed grouped up with? Ed, what are you doing? Get on TeamSpeak. Nice, there's another Cicada 3M. Nice.
I got the exact same spawn that I had last game. I'm gonna go the same way. Was it Conquest last game too?
No, it's Assault. I got no visual.
They got a Direwolf and an Atlas moving towards Theta through C4 right now. Actually, 2 Direwolves and an Atlas.
Target acquired.
Alright, I'll push up and flank them,
Shots
but
from those guys.
I'm trying to cap this by
Trying to pressure
myself.
them, but I don't want to get beat up in the first turn.
Alright, I'm pushing up. Not gonna worry about cap if no one else is.
New target acquired.
Gave that Timberwolf a pretty bad block. Well, I was at this.
I've got Charlie, just turned him. He's not doing too well.
New
I'm getting
target
already.
acquired.
I'm
Like 3
flanking.
earnings in a row on me.
They got an arc.
New target acquired. New target acquired. UAV activated. Target
I've got their
destroyed.
attention. And I got a kill.
Not really in a good spot to
Target
support yet.
acquired.
Just sort of holding down the backside D3 with
Target
Theta so they can't
destroyed.
push up the
New
hill.
target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
They're not even paying me attention. I'm literally getting free shots.
UAV deactivated. Target destroyed. Heat level critical.
Am I nerfed?
You're not my.
Target destroyed.
Who the hell are you?
Okay, cool. Sorry,
No,
I just
you're
had
not.
a light buzz around me and then an LRM that would not stop
Target
pouring on me.
acquired. Target destroyed.
I'm going Kappa. Sorry, I was on the other side of you.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah, ECM at you. Swing left. Yep, contact.
Target acquired.
I got 2 here. Got his leg. Opened up. There you go.
Target destroyed. New target activated. Critical damage.
There's another one here. There's 3 with ECM.
Yeah, I wonder how much damage I did. Probably a lot.
Heat level critical. Heat level.
This guy's like, counter. There's there was 3 with ECM here.
Target destroyed. Heat level critical. Critical. Target destroyed.
See, that's funny thing is I did like a ton of work, right? It's like 491, which I know is, it's not a bad score, right? But I felt like I did more. 1200, that's ridiculous. We had a K20. We had 2 dire wolves, actually.
You got 4 kills though.
Dude, look
Means
at.
your damage is in better spots than mine.
But I mean, you've got a heavy that did 0, and you have 2 dire wolves above you that got 58 and 16, and a dragon slayer that got 14. I mean, that's 3 assaults that are below 60 damage, and a heavy that's below, at 0. Someone's got to pick up the, damage in their place and carry.
Yeah, those last 2 have gone pretty good. I think that one of the hardest concepts for teams to master is the fact that, exposing yourselves 1 at a time or 2 at a time, it's not very effective because you're exposing yourselves to the whole team's fire to 1 or 2 people. It's like you need to move as a group, and then when you commit to an open space, you all go out together, and then you're exposing, 12 targets to them, and it's a lot harder to focus fire, and you're getting shot at, and you can pressure back, and like that team, for example, they trickled up that hill, like by Theta, and they were just popping up like 1 or 2 at a time. They'd get shot, they'd go back down, somebody else would come up by themselves, and they were all in the same area, but if they would have all just pushed together, they would have overwhelmed me and killed me in the first 2 minutes of that match, but instead they stayed there and just poked 1 or 2 at a time.
Yep.
Because I find when you face the more experienced teams, like they overwhelm you quick. It's like you have somebody in a position, it's like boom, you have the whole team pushing you, and it's like you feel that you're out of position because you don't have backup. They're pressuring you, and it's more people making mistakes rather than people playing it correctly. It's like what team is going to have all their players rotate properly, and what one guy isn't going to be paying attention, stays behind and loses it for their team.
Well, and then even on that last one, or if you look at when I flanked behind, they were in that valley behind Theta, that gully, and if you just stay stagnant there, usually, the low ground, you want the high ground, and they didn't push up and they didn't take the high ground, and you leave yourself vulnerable because someone like myself can just flank. That's all it takes. No one's paying attention. Boom, you shoot 2 people in the back, they go down, and everything just goes downhill. But yeah, go into that Theta position, and I don't know, sometimes I feel like it's not the best move. I've seen a lot of teams do it. Instead of swinging left towards like Kappa, right, or Epi, they go to Theta, and I feel like that's a bad spot because tactically you're getting shot from all sides, right? Left, right. I don't know.
I mean, it can be good. There is a lot of spots to snipe from up there. A lot of places you can have left-handed and right-handed mechs peeking out, and you do have the highest spot on the map. So like it can be a good spot, and you can shoot. You can't really rotate around and counter the people up in that spot because you can see the whole map from there. So I mean, you will get shot there, but if you have your whole team there and everybody's in good position to cover each other, it can be good. I've definitely won matches from taking Theta and pressuring from there, seeing where they are, find out who's out of position, and then you can rotate from there onto the back of their weak flank.
Alright, did Twitch send out that email yet? Nope, no email. Still haven't got an email. Did you guys get an email? I didn't get an email. Damn you, Twitch. Damn you. going on, Zoef? Zuffaluz, Opie, what's going on? Sam Yeager. All of you guys out there, hopefully you're having a good day. I've had a pretty successful run so far in the two-man group. I think we're 4 for 4? 3 for 3? No, we've done at least 4, if not 5.
I can't remember. It's been a blur of mechs. A blur of mechs and button mashing.
It all does tend to blur together. Ooh, wow, look at that. We're the two-man.
We're against another 12-man, and oh, we have a 10-man on our side. That's too cool. This is actually pretty sweet.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
You got a fan, Coburn. Podwall is in love with your voice.
Woohoo!
I guess that's better.
Tell Guala to talk to my girlfriend and make her feel the same way, because I keep getting told to shut up.
Well, I had someone in love with my eyebrows yesterday, so at least you're a step above that.
Woo!
Oh, I guess I could escort you. Totally forgot about that.
I wish there was a way to see what the full unit name was in game from the leaderboard. You can see the tag, but it's so hard to know what all the tags are.
Well, if they're Falcons, Jade Falcon, the 5th Falcon, probably Destroyers or something like that, however you pronounce it. I'd have to check. Be Mongrel. No, I haven't touched the Wolverine. To be honest, I feel like it's yeah. A lot of the mechs, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the mediums, IS mediums, just really need quirk love. So I'm really looking forward to that. Actually, a lot of the IS mechs, but that's what I'm mainly waiting for. I was gonna say, dude, the battle's gonna be over before you get there.
Pretty much.
Alright.
The life of a direwolf.
Target acquired.
Bad spawn and you don't even get to play.
And then they pushed it to G9. You might have shots on when you come out of this, actually. Eventually. Maybe. Someday. In the future. Over yonder. Oh yeah, shit's about to go down.
UAV activated. New target acquired.
I'm only like 6 or 7 minutes out.
New target acquired.
I'm sorry. I think it's the only time I've ever felt sorry for a direwolf.
Nah, I'm almost there. I see some red triangles up there.
Destroyed. New target acquired.
It's a splat adder. Don't know how I feel about that. there's a lot of pissed off right here.
New target acquired.
Oh wow, dude, yeah, there's gonna be plenty when you get up here. You just want to start picking targets. Hotel is already hurt.
Yeah, Stormcrow.
Juliet it is. Juliet crit CT now. No shot. Switching to Bravo.
New target acquired.
Actually, Gulf right in front of you.
Acquired.
Hotel's leg.
Target destroyed.
Yep. Trying to help you. Ah.
New target acquired. Incoming missile.
The streaks are gonna kill me.
Incoming missile.
Kit Fox only has one leg left.
Level critical. New target acquired. Target acquired. New target acquired.
Why? Why always gotta be the last one?
You got a shot at it. There's 4 left. I think these other one outer is 1 shot and done.
New target
The Stormcrow's faster than me.
target acquired.
What weapons does he have? Actually, no. I take that back. I'm faster than him. And he streaks.
New target acquired.
That Timberwolf. Aw, really?
Oh.
Dude, it hit me. Oh my god. It hit me in the rear, even though I was facing him. It destroyed me from the rear. Facing forward.
That was a good game, though. That team did a better job of what I was talking about last time with everybody needing to push around the corner at once to kind of expose yourself. But that team, kind of when they came around that corner at me, it was like there's too many targets to shoot. I had like 10 people to pick from, so it's like you kind of get overwhelmed, and there's only so much you can do.
Yep, overwhelming their position by armor. Oh, that's so frustrating. I could at least got another kill, maybe 2. It's like the one bug that could ruin that match, and it happens to me. Well, another part of that too is we had the low ground, and instead of, well, like you said, instead of them puking over one at a time, they all pushed. It didn't help that, you know, you were one of our, you know, main damage dealers, and you weren't able to get there till like midway through. That didn't help either.
Yeah, the spawn points really play a huge factor in, you know, how effective the direwolf is. Like I noticed in that tournament all weekend I was playing Assault, and it was like every other game you didn't even get to play, or you got totally left by your team, and you just got overrun by 12 guys in the first like 2 minutes. It was happening all the time. So it's, you know, the spawn points play such a huge, role in whether the direwolf's going to be good or not in the match. Unless you're, doing a 12-man or something, everybody waits for you and you wait for your assaults to get up to the front, but that doesn't happen most of the time.
Well, and in that match too, it's not like you had some buffer zone between the enemy forces and you to where you're able to deal all that damage, right? Because a direwolf will do really well if it has friendlies that can, occupy the enemies while the direwolf is delivering the damage. And if they don't have it, you're very vulnerable to, flanks and just people just focusing fire. Because, direwolf will go down pretty quick under focused fire. Any mech will, but that's where it sort of shines, is it's being ignored or it has friendlies in front of it so it can deliver the damage.
I'll be right back while we're searching here.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, guys, what's going on out there? Let's see how many people we got watching. 100 or so, maybe a little bit more. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. I do like the Cicada. Maybe too much. I don't know. It fits my playstyle, plus it also provides ECM for the team. And I don't think you can have enough ECM. Working from home, Rakon? Nice. Oh, we got another 12-man, so there's plenty of 12-mans rolling around.
Oh wow, another 12-man, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Reactor online.
I think that's like the 4th or 5th 12-man in a row.
Yep.
All systems nominal.
Conquest on this map, eh? What do you want to do? Push into the park?
Yeah, I guess we can. I'm gonna have to cover you wherever direction you go.
Target acquired.
I can go for a flank.
Very good idea. Doesn't look like our team's going there. We may want to just pull back.
New target acquired.
Yeah, better off probably staying with the team. It looks like they're going kind of right side Citadel.
New target acquired.
Oh, you got Ed Meister over there with you though.
New target acquired.
There's an Atlas underneath platform right there. Turn this back.
New target acquired.
We got at least 2 Atlases. DDCs.
Trying to work the backside of the Citadel here, back in D3.
Oh. Oh, there's 3. There you go. Griffin and Bravo.
Just waiting for somebody to pop around this
Oh,
corner.
there's something sniping with dual Goss, man.
New target acquired.
It's something. It's up there. I'm gonna go for it. I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's up there on the upper city.
UAV destroyed. New target acquired.
Got a lock on that dual Goss.
They push that corner. We're just fending them off.
Yeah, we just rolled them.
New target.
There's a UAV above you guys.
I can't see it.
New target acquired.
Gonna push this corner a little bit. Take a peek.
New target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired.
Left side's being pushed really hard.
There's a couple guys up on our left flank in C2. Spider and something else.
Yeah, I'm on Charlie right now. Ah, how did I not get that?
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Hotel's legged.
Target destroyed.
And then that cataphract, and we have something with ECM here.
Target
It's that spider.
Target destroyed.
Spider's down. Oh, there we go.
There's Egler run around on Locust. I went to go flank, so I pushed through the tunnel over the bridge, and then the cataphract started falling back to the base. I was like, oh damn it.
Damn, Egler got 480 damage out of that locust.
Heck yeah, man. It's tiny. That's one thing it does have. Size and speed.
I'm interested to see that new 25-ton clan mech when it comes out. That looks pretty interesting. Throw a couple medium lasers and a couple SRM6 or something on it. Be right back.
WB.
Well, it's good to see that there's lots of 12-mans out there.
Yeah, this is also the Euro time zone where it's already what, 6, 7, 8, 9 p.m. Eastern, depending on where they are.
Yeah, that's true.
Their prime time. Searching. I think this has actually been our longest searching. Oh, there we go. Speaking of which.
Yeah, I would love to see longer games somehow, or like, I don't know, if it was a close game, the players of the game can vote to redrop or something, or... I guess you can kind of do that in private lobbies, though, just make a group. It's just you don't make any money, so it's hard to entice people to come play a private lobby, because everybody's always grinding.
Gotta make them C-bills.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Oh, we caught a break. It's only a 10-man on the other side this time.
Yeah, but we got an 8-man. And us two, and then Battle Bunny and Terrabator. See, that's what's tough is I think, if they're thinking about reverting the matchmaker, I don't agree with it. I think it's doing exactly what it was supposed to do. And if people don't want balanced matches, I just feel like that's where, a choice has to be made by the design team saying, hey, we'd rather have balanced matches, even though you may have to play a game mode you don't want to. Ultimately, this is going to help matchmaker, and if that's the case...
These have all been pretty good matches so far.
That just melted my face. 4 ER large. What the hell was that? Oh, too early.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Ah, no, chat.
My airstrike.
I'm on the left side, trying to help friendlies. This may cost me.
Echo is going to be my next target. Orion, Tombi.
Hold on, I'm linking back up with you guys. I've got a mech on my 6. Nice. Oh, nope, still got him. He's on my 6.
India is pretty beat up as well as Tombi. I forget what.
Hey, turn around, turn around. Ah!
On Foxtrot.
Alright.
Well, he's one hit CT.
Oh, I just ran through friendlies.
New target acquired.
Watch out behind. We got multiples.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Kilo. Never mind, he's kind of hiding.
New target acquired.
They're pushing.
Pushing on Hotel Battlemaster.
Yeah, behind you. You're about to have a whole lot of them. You might want to drop down. Delta, dual 20. Nice. Switching over to Alpha.
Alright, I'm pushing in.
Ah!
Destroyed.
And one last.
Target destroyed.
GG.
Alright guys, we're going to take a quick 5-minute bio break. Go refill your drinks, grab a cup of coffee, whatever your drink of choice is, or maybe some food. And I'm going to go ahead and run some animated series for you guys while we take a 5-minute break. I will run commercial break, so turn off ad blocker. Help support us. Alright guys, we'll be right back.
Get out of here, stalker.
Alright, guys, and we are back. No, max invalid. Still got that. I don't know what that is. Nope. I'm dropping with Coburn. Been rocking out the Cicada and the Dire Wolf. 2-man groups. We've actually done pretty well. I think we've lost 2? Maybe? No, we lost the 1 on Alpine. I think. Yeah. Maybe 2? Maybe? Don't remember. Anyways, guys, hopefully you're having a good day. Obviously, lots to talk about. You know, it's one of those things that I think a lot more people need to be vocal about how they feel about things. I mean, at the end of the day, let's just say, you know, obviously the topic is this matchmaker change, and you know, you have people like, oh, this is horrible. You know, if you like it, or if you see, you know, validity in something, I mean, you got to speak up, because if you don't, then it may go the other way. So that's just the way it is. Let me see here. Let's see if Coburn's back. You there? I don't think he's back yet. Alright, we're just waiting for him to come back. I'm just rocking out the large pulse, 3 mediums. Setup's actually worked out pretty dang well. Heat efficiency is really good on it. You got the range and hitting power with the large pulse, and the medium of it, the range module, so. I mean, it's always tough because, I mean, we'll obviously be talking about this on the podcast tonight. If ultimately the change was better for Matchmaker as far as balance, right? But some people don't always get to opt out of Skirmish or Conquest or whatever. But yet it's better for everyone balance-wise. What trumps what? You know, so I guess that's the question at heart, right? Like Coburn, we were talking about this before I started streaming. If ultimately the point of this matchmaker change was basically to say, if there's a group out there at X Elo and X size group, and they're opting out of Conquest, and there's another of equal and or similar size of X Elo and X group, and they've opted out of Skirmish or Assaults, and these two groups, stat-wise, are perfect to fight against each other, but because they've opted out, they don't. And then what happens? Those matches get seeded with other groups that aren't equal or near equal. So if ultimately this change was to help bridge that gap, and it makes things better, but from a player's choice standpoint, you are having something removed slightly from you, is that a bad thing? I would say no. One, you're getting a 4+ man group. You're getting the choice of being able to group up. I don't know. It just, to me, I would rather have more balance and balanced gameplay. That's and if statistics, if data shows that Matchmaker and matches are closely Elo related, is that not a better thing? I mean, if you're talking about 12-0 stomps, 12-0 stomps happen from lowest to bottom. It's always going to happen. Like, I think almost people have this magical notion that a perfect matchmaker means that doesn't happen. No, what happens is, when you drop, it should be an equal 50-50 chance of winning. But as soon as you drop, every action you take, or your teammates' actions, if they take a left when they should have taken a right, if they fired and overheated at this moment in time and they shut down, that may cause the boom, 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 staggering effect. I mean, there's so many variables that go into, but for me, I would rather have that balance than basically a group out there not matching with another group just because they checked a box. And
yeah, I think that makes sense. And then just to rehash your point there, people need to realize that, yeah, if you take say the number 4 and the number 5 team, and they have a best of 5 series, and they're very even in skill level. You know, in that best of 5 series, 1 or 2 of those drops are going to be stomps one way or the other, even though those teams are even. It's just the way this game plays out is, you know, the momentum that a team builds up early on. If they drop 2 mechs, it's really hard to come back from that, and it can turn into just a steamroll because of the mistakes of 1 or 2 players, and that can happen in a pub match, even if, you know, the teams are completely even. You can have a couple guys bring locusts and run out on the left and die in the first 30 seconds, and you have a DC, and now you're playing 9 versus 12, and that's probably going to be a 12-0 match unless, you know, you guys turn it around in a hurry.
No. And even if it's not a 12-0 match, the likelihood of them losing is still high. I mean, I don't know. It's just, it sort of astounds me that something like this comes out, and it's looked on, it's almost like this is better for, you know, better for gameplay. Yes. Okay. Does this remove any player choice? Yes, it removes the fact that you may have to drop in a game mode, which, to be fair, most conquest matches don't turn into actual conquest. Right? It's, there's very few maps that actually takes. Alpine, I would say, sometimes. Tourmaline, maybe. But for the most part, it's still deathmatch. I mean, really, realistically. If your team... So, that's where I have an issue with it, just, you know, like, oh, well, we're just going to remove the option. I like the changes. If what we're seeing right now, for the past 24 hours, it hasn't even been 24 hours. If it means better ELO variants, then it's a good thing. And that's where I just have to say, like, that's where design and Russ just have to say, you know, hey, it sucks. We're sorry that some of you don't like it, but this is better for gameplay. Like, you have to just be like, yep.
Now this is going to be a tough match. Playing against the Black Spikes Merc Corp here. This is the #1 ranked European team.
So, like, right now, if I look at their team, they're facing at least a semi, what, 7 man? No, 8 man. That's how it should be. They, you know, a 12 man should not be facing multiple 4 mans or multiple 3 and 2, you know, like, at least it's facing another semi-large group. Now, you could be saying, well, why isn't it facing another 12 man? Maybe because the other 12 man it's matched up against a 12 man or a 10 man or whatever. At least now, you're matched up against someone of closer group size and possibly closer elo. That's how I look at it. But anyways, let's concentrate so we don't lose. Multiples just pushing up. Right down D4 line.
These guys are aggressive. They're probably going to be brawling, and they're not going to waste any time.
New target acquired.
Yeah, they're pushing right into our group needs to be ready.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Yep, they're all brawl. Shadowhawks. Prepare thyself. There's UAVs up everywhere, by the way. They're down.
New target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired.
Oh, this is not ending well.
New target acquired.
I'm with you. I'll just stick with you as long as I can. I'm going for that Ember's legs.
couldn't stop the tide.
No.
Tide of black spikes.
Yep. And see, that's where probably there was probably little chance of us ever statistically winning that match.
Yeah, and I mean, what is matchmaker supposed to do with the black spikes when they are dropping? I mean,
Make
do
them search
another
forever, right?
team.
I mean,
It's
that's
not
the only
like they're
alternative,
going
right?
You're not going to find a team unless you're bringing, another top 5 European team or a top 5 North American team against them. They're going to roll everybody. I mean, so what is matchmaker supposed to do?
Well, unless they basically search forever and don't find a match, or then you have to look at group size. Is group size an issue? So I don't know. We got 2 kills. Well, I will say there probably are times where statistically, like I guarantee you that match that we just dropped against, statistically we were going to lose. I probably would guarantee that matchmaker behind the scenes had really no one else, so it matched the closest thing, which the closest thing is nothing compared to a 12-man organized, group set up literally for that. So, if that's an issue, though, that's where I feel like, well, then what is the issue? Is it the group size themselves? Is itself? If there is nothing matchmaker can do, right? As far as to find someone, because if that group right there is dropping right now, do you think they'll lose a match against anything right now? Probably not.
No.
Right?
No, they'll go undefeated as long as they're a group like that.
Yeah. So, that's where I have to look at least right now, matchmaker is putting bigger groups against that, right? Like, at least right now, that's what I would figure this change did. But ultimately, if there's no way about that, then what is the issue there? I would say it's group size. It's just having 4+ man groups. It's Pandora's box. You just can't. There's no balance about that.
Yeah, I mean, the only answer to a group like that is another group of the same size or close to the same size that's just as organized and just as skilled. And if there's nothing else in the matchmaker for it to put against that, then, nothing's going to stop them. They're just going to continue to do that, which, I've been a part of doing both of that in both those groups. And it's, you'll get the odd match in an hour. You'll get like 2 matches that are against, SJR and somebody else that's in the queue that are, serious matches. And other than that, they're all just rolls. And there's nothing you can really do about that, I don't think, unless, like you said, you limit the group size. But then that opens up a whole different box of issues.
Well, and
It'll be
then
interesting to see how it works out when community warfare comes in, like how it changes.
Smoke Joe asks, Phil, you think if they had game voice chat, it would make it better? No, it won't. Because you can't quantify and put in perspective. If I am a group of 12 people and we're all organized, all of our builds are organized, right? We have got the chassis selected, the weapons, right? The skills unlocked, the modules, everything, right? We're on voice comms. It will never trump. VoIP is a good thing. I think they should have it in. I'm going to turn it off, though, because I've been in plenty of games where it's abused, and it is. It's sort of like chat, right? Like, how much abuse do you see happen in chat? I would say quite often, right? It doesn't trump all the good, GGs and, hey, good game, that was well played, and, this. But I'm just going to turn it off because the negatives come through. And the only reason I really have chat open is so I can say, hey guys, we're live on, you know, Twitch. Come check us out. Come hang out. Be a part. Right? If it wasn't for that, I would just turn it off. Like I would rather have no communication than ever be exposed to just the negative. So, and or you turn on and you have some dude singing, you know, poetry or Shakespeare in the mic. I've played plenty of games where that happens. So I think it's a good thing to have in, and there's options there for people, but I don't think it's the end all be all. Like a lot of people, like that's their like de facto, oh, well, this fix everything. Void. No, it won't. It'll help. A tool to have, but it's not gonna, yeah. I like it. Like I said, it's a tool. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's the end-all be-all that some people claim it to be.
Yeah, I think it'd help a little bit.
It's like VoIP plus command wheel, right? Stuff like that. Oh, great, right? Tools. They're non-verbal communicative tools as far as like command wheel. To be able to cue something, right? You know, oh, Atlas spotted, you know, stuff like that. UAV spotted, UAV spotted. You hear that, right? If I'm standing here and I'm like, I keep hearing UAV spotted and I look up, oh, okay. Like, do you know how useful that would be in a match?
Target acquired. Target acquired.
See, on this map, when the whole team starts rotating right, I'm almost tempted to just go left.
Go left, yeah. I did it on the other side though. It's brutal. Going left on this side can be dangerous. Ah,
Target acquired.
I'm coming out to cover.
New target acquired.
Yeah, they're all up there.
Yeah, I need you. I'm covering you as best I can.
Target acquired.
I don't want to see your cookies.
Alright, get out of here.
Our entire team is... dude, you're about to be focused. Oh my god. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean about spawn.
But that's not spawn though, per se. That's your team. Your whole team just left you. Every single one of our teammates left you. So yes, spawn, but also that's player choice. They just freaking abandoned you. That's what that was.
New target acquired.
I mean, would you not agree? Like, if our entire team didn't just leave you, you have to guard your direwolves, people. You have to. You want to win? Guard your direwolves.
New target acquired.
That was horrible on our team side.
Target destroyed.
Nice. We might be able to recover. I'm sorry, Coburn. Sorry.
New target acquired.
You were so young.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the game changing too, because before with the victors and whatnot, they were pretty fast assaults, so when the game would engage like that, everybody would just rotate right, and you'd kind of both be chasing each other on the hill, but the game sort of changed with the direwolves coming in and being the dominant assault now, and they're really slow, and people don't realize that it kind of changed the way the game is played in order to win for the majority of the time. But the pugs, or just average players in general, are still kind of playing the way that it was done before,
New target
which it's fine for most of the mechs, but...
You're just saying things haven't adapted.
New target acquired.
Yeah, I mean, it probably works the majority of the time,
Target
but
destroyed.
in the closer games, you know, leaving your assaults out to dry, that's going to be a big factor as far as if your team wins or not, because, you know, I only did 260 damage that game, because, you know, I just got swamped right off the bat.
New target acquired. Level critical.
I think we're going to win this. I think I'm going to clean up. I think it's about to happen.
Target destroyed.
Oh, nicely done. Yeah, only 2 left on their side.
It's going to go ahead and pull a little bit of range.
Heat level critical.
Ah! His last one. Just waiting for that shot.
Heat level critical.
Ah!
Target destroyed.
Oh, I got too excited.
Good game. Ooh, 5 kills, 500 damage. Nicely done.
So, I mean, that's sort of the conundrum, though, right? Is, you know, all this discussion is that really, you know, like, should it be left up to the players? And I almost feel like, no, it shouldn't. You know, like, this whole community, right? This whole community voice and council and stuff. I just think that there's so many variables that it's skewed. I think, you know, I've said this on the podcast. There needs to be data-driven design changes, right? Data-driven changes to Matchmaker. And if this change that went in yesterday is better for Matchmaker and game balance, and it's statistically proven because of data, then you leave it. And at least you leave it in for a week, 2 weeks, right? You leave it in for a patch. And then come back and say, okay, here's our data. And this is why we think we should leave it. Let's discuss, right? And that's just that's how I feel.
I don't think there's really anything wrong with there being a 12-man that, you know, is winning all the matches. Like, there should be somebody that's, you know, the best team. And I just think it should all be ranked and stuff. Like, you know, you play a game like StarCraft or whatever, you know, you can go in and see all your match history. You can see, you know, where you're ranked. You can see whether you're diamond or gold or whatever. And there's actually something to kind of play for, where in this one, you know, you can win 20 games in a row, and what did you do? Oh, I guess you got a little bit more C-bills, but it wasn't really measured in any way, other than some secret elo that you can't see.
Well, that's I agree that, you know, you're saying like there should be a 12-man that wins, but that's where I see the problem being, is that there's 12 people allowed to be in a match in a public queue to be able to have that control. Now, we have to open up that conversation a little bit more, because what we have to do is we have to look at not all 12 are equal. What I mean by that is there may be 12 people that are relatively inexperienced with the game. They are not equal to a 12-man. So their experience, right, being dropped into the group queue will be completely different, and the people they play against experience will be completely different. We may run into a 12 group and we may still win, right? Now, that's where you have to look at group size. I think the control factor, and even if you look at before 4+ man groups came out, there was at least acknowledgement from like Russ of basically saying, we understand that pre-mades have a huge pull on the outcome of the battle, right? And that's sort of like if you could admit that and you can understand that and quantify it, okay, yes, the bigger the group size, the more experience, the more pull they have, right? And that's where I feel like allowing 12 people at that skill level to just basically win non-stop. Whereas before, those 12 people were split up into 4-man groups. And since these changes, since the matchmaker and how the groups and stuff, I feel like if 4-mans were implemented right now, things would be a lot better. I think 4-man should be in-game, and it should be, or at least, you know what, to even look at it as if you do a pre-made, it's a 4x1, You have to take one assault, one light, one medium, one assault, or that it stacks from the bottom up. So if you drop in, your Lord's group, if you drop in a 5 or 6 man, you may have one direwolf, but you're gonna have 2 lights, you're gonna have 2 mediums. You see what I'm saying? 1 heavy and 1 assault, because you have to look at player behavior. You can't get everything you want, because if you get everything you want, it throws balance out of whack, right? And that's what we're seeing right now. Is exactly just that. Is you're getting the benefit of the added group size, but you're not getting any negative. And then on top of that, you get to choose which game modes that you like, and that's because of the preferred play style, right? And I feel like there's just way too much given to the player. Matchmaker has to work, game balance has to work, but we have to be willing to give up something. As players, we have to be willing to give up something. But I think that's the thing that's where the executive decision has to come down to just say, hey, game balance trumps everything. We appreciate your feedback and we understand your concerns, but game balance trumps everything. And if you're gonna be in a 4+ man group, here's the restrictions. Now that doesn't really change anything when you're in a 12 man, right? Because it's 4x3 pretty much across the board. You have to do that, right? You're relegated to how many of what mechs, but you're not relegated to, and that's the thing. That's why you'll see a 3 direwolves, 3 timberwolves in a 6 man. It's because they're working within the rules of the system, but they're sort of abusing the system, I mean, and that's just the reality. That's just calling it what it is. But it's allowed.
We'll have to see what community warfare is, though, because I mean, ideally, I think what you'd want to see is teams playing teams in community warfare and having all the 12 men stack up against each other. Because I think this has been pretty cool what we've done here so far today. I mean, we've played 9 or 10 different 12 mans now.
Yep.
I think that's pretty cool. I don't know. I don't want to see that go away.
Yeah, exactly. But they're actually working right? Things are working right now. This is exactly what we're talking about. This is how it should be. Per se, I mean, we're a 2-man group. We're going to get thrown in with 10s a lot, right? That's because we're that oddity where a 10-man will need a 2-man priority, right?
Yeah.
But that's okay. At least skill level wise and so. Contact, fire starter.
Target acquired.
I'm just gonna try to hide in the middle of our team.
We have multiple lights up
Real
top.
quick last game.
Spider. I shouldn't have popped that. I should have waited. Did they push
They're
underneath?
doing it to their own Atlas right now. They're all rotating right, and they're leaving their Atlas.
Sent right here in front of us. Oh, that dude's screwed. Ah, standard. Interesting. Yeah, see, this is snowball effect. They just lost 2 mechs, right? They poke around one by one, and they're just gonna eat a face full of it,
New target acquired.
Right now we're being really aggressive. It's very hard to recover from this. Chances are, they're not gonna be able to recover.
New target acquired.
Yeah, the only way they're gonna recover is if we back up and give them.
If we
space.
make some horrible, yeah. But that's,
Keep the pressure on them.
yeah. Ooh,
New target
I think
acquired.
that was friendly already. Possibly. I don't know.
Target
Oh, did you get
destroyed.
TK'd?
No, already, but about killed me. Oop, just shot friendly. Sorry,
New
fellas.
target acquired. Target destroyed. Heat level critical. New target acquired.
And that spider go. Yeah, it's down below.
Target acquired.
So, you know, that's another thing is, so if we're looking at what we've talked about so far, um, if the truth is, actually the majority of people would rather keep this stuff in, then is this change really, like, this vocal minority, should they, you know, like, should there be a precedent for, okay, well, we, you know, we will leave things in for a week or two or whatever?
I think they should leave it exactly how it is right now. It's been working good all day so far for us. We've even gotten rolled, but at the start of the game we're thinking, yeah, this is a good matchup. Like, we're not complaining. So I don't know. Seems good. Although, like you said, we're kind of in a weird spot with the 2-man because we've gone up against like 10, 12 mans, but they've been making our teams pretty decent.
What's going on, Roxo? No, it's just a discussion. Obviously, we're going to be sitting and talking about this tonight on the podcast, but you know, it's just one of those things where I know a lot of people want, Russ and the design team and PGI to acknowledge, like, hey, you know, we're listening and we're doing things, but I think ultimately it comes down to, sometimes I think the community and I say this because when you say community, what you're actually saying is just a small portion, because not everyone's active on forums, not everyone's active on Reddit, not everyone's active on Facebook, not everyone's active on Twitch. So to me, to say a generalized statement like everyone really likes the matchmaker changes is actually incorrect. I don't know that. That's here and over there, right? So that's where I feel like all of this is just opinionated, right? Back it up by data, you know? But that's where I feel like that's where it comes down to them say, hey, we're going to keep this change in, we're going to wait 2 weeks, we're going to show you the data, and then we'll have a discussion. But having these knee-jerk reactions does nothing good for the game. It's done nothing good in the past, you know? So that's where I sort of look at it. Well, like I said, it's tough because anytime you make a generalized statement like, you know, hey, we told you guys in a town hall or we had this in a forum, the reality of it is the majority of people don't listen to town hall. The majority of people wouldn't, you know, go to the forum or read that. So I think, again, it has to be data-driven changes, right? Like, obviously, you can have an opinion, like I have an opinion about it, right? So I may be liking the changes that went in since yesterday, right? Me and Coburn have been talking about it. We've actually been experiencing wins and losses, but at least we've seen multiple 12-man, 10-man, 8-mans go up against 12-man, 8-mans, 10-mans. Well, if the data is actually saying, no, ELO variance is even worse, then yeah, change it. But if ELO variance is better, closer, and it's basically saying, you know, what you're experiencing is just because ELO variance is closer does not mean you're not going to see 12-0 stomps, and we were talking about that earlier. And so we all have these, like, just these experiences that don't necessarily justify, oh, well, Matchmaker's broke because we had a 12-0 stomp. No, Matchmaker put you in a match, equaled, you know, but decisions by your teammates or decisions by you, my actions changed the outcome of that battle. And I think that there's a lot of people that just have this imaginative, Matchmaker will solve everything. Matchmaker is going to give me, you know, wins 24/7. But the reality of it is as a true matchmaker, you have a 50-50 chance. That's where it should be. 50-50 going in right now as we count down. 50-50 chance. This is how this match should play down right now. We have first RG 12-man on the other side, 12th Donegal and us. We have a 50-50 chance of winning right now. But as soon as that timer goes off and as soon as we start moving, those percentages shift. Every single movement, every single shot, every single action, right? Anyways, let's do this. This is an odd one because...
Yeah, no, that's exactly right, though, because if it's 50-50 right now and our group groups up, starts rotating together, and the other groups, they spread out, then it's like, you know, 60-40 in our favor kind of thing.
Yeah, but I think what the problem lies is you do get groups. If there's, you know, Lords or SJR or Black Spikes running around and they're in 12-man, I bet you it's not 50-50. Again, it's almost guaranteed right now, that Black Spikes group, it's 99.999% that they're going to win.
Mm-hmm.
So you will have outliers like that. Contact up above, down the E line. You may see them looking down there towards that B.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
I'm the only one grabbing Sigma.
Target acquired.
I'm gonna bounce. I'm not gonna stay here and get rushed by these. This fire starter. Alright, Sigma's ours. And the only reason I'm staying on Sigma is just because, just in case. Like, Conquest for the most part, you can just kill. Like, you don't really have to worry about caps. Now you used to. Direwolves definitely have, you know, clan mechs the time to kill.
Acquired.
But also the factor of
Target destroyed.
cap percentage was changed as well. How quickly cap happens. I'm here. You see him. I haven't even shot.
Target destroyed. New target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Are you making it over there?
I'm doing fine. This is almost over. There's 2 Atlas DDCs at the edge there.
Target destroyed. New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Going for Gamma.
Target.
Actually, take that back.
New target acquired.
Stormcrow and Ember. Alright.
New target acquired.
I'm going for the Ember. How do you like the XPC bill thing in the middle of your screen? Have you seen that?
What was that?
Have you noticed the XPC bill pop-ups, the UI elements?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's pretty neat. Actually, see what you're getting.
Yeah.
It's kind of out of the way enough that it doesn't really bother you. But no, it's good. I've only heard good things about it so far from people.
Yeah, switching it up to a spider. I know I've been running Cicada 3M all day, guys. By the way, I have a video I'll be posting later with this build, and for those to check it out. It was Darth Peanut that was like, "Hey Phil, did you check out that large pulse 3 medium?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I started doing it yesterday, and I've actually really enjoyed it. It's a good, solid performer. It's actually pretty damn heat efficient. When you're not just alpha smashing the buttons, you know. Oh, got a match. That was quick. Hey, we got ASC. We fought against them. But I will say, this entire 2 hours we've been streaming Cobra, we have had this the entire time where it's large groups. Obviously, we're the anomaly because we're 2-man, so we've agreed on that. But this is how it should be. This means these big groups aren't being fed little small groups, and I think that is great. Now, it may still happen. I just made that general statement. It may happen in the bigger picture, right? But at least it's not possibly to the effect of what it was.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Oh, he's dual gas. Oh, he missed. Alright.
Oh, you got me dual gas in the right torso. That's gonna suck. Crit already.
We got a UAV up though, dude. This K2 is about to have his back to us. We gotta watch our left side here.
New target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired.
Enemy UAVs are up.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
We've got him good and surrounded, but
New target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired. Heat level critical. 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 New target acquired. Heat level critical.
we're 3-1.
New target acquired. Heat level critical.
How you doing?
Good, good.
New
Try not to really stay exposed for too long because I got that crit shoulder.
I'm gonna go pop a UAV. I've been saving it.
There's an adder behind us. Pretty banged up.
New target acquired.
Going for his legs. Oh, he got my shoulder.
New target acquired. Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
Ah, no, 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 no. Ah, damn it. Whew. I almost made a mistake. It cost me there.
Pretty close game so far.
I screwed up on that. I may die because of this. Ah! I shut down. I should have just overheat.
Override engaged. New target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired. UAV deactivated. Target destroyed. New target acquired. New target acquired.
He just popped UAV.
Target destroyed.
Just got blinded. I was watching one people on our team and they threw on night vision or heat vision.
Do we even know what's left?
It's like a flashbang.
Is it a light mech running around?
We did pretty good because they have 7 STS on the other side, and they are like the number 2 or 3 ranked European team right now.
Contact. There he is. Ah, that guy.
Target destroyed.
Stun grenade. Yeah, made that mistake, shut down. I should have overrid before, and I would have been fine. And then that Nova just unloaded on my side torso, almost lost it there. Good job, well played.
Oh wow, nicely done.
And you think, oh, well, like 600 damage in a cicada. Nowadays, compared to what other mechs can pull damage, that's not bad.
Oh, that's really good.
Alright. Alright, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it because we do have the podcast, so I have to do a few things before the podcast tonight. I just want to say thank you, first off, to Coburn for carrying me that entire time in the two-man group. What? And to all of you guys out there, hopefully you're having a good day, evening, night. We are going to be recording at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you'd like to join us, it'll be on our TeamSpeak 3 server. All you got to do is hop to the audience ready room, and mute your mics, and that's at 7 p.m. Eastern, or 4 p.m. PST, or 11 p.m. UTC, technically. I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys for coming out and hanging with us. Hey, if you learned anything, maybe you enjoyed the stream. If you liked it, maybe it put a smile on your face. Maybe, I don't know, it helped you pass the time during the day while you're at work. Or maybe you're working at home and you just like mech porn. We're not judging. But if you did, hit that follow button. That way you guys get email notifications. And of course, follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Perfect, thing again is Twitch didn't send me an email notification today. So if you follow us on Twitter and Facebook, you'd actually know that we're live. Unless you're Zoef and you live on this chat 24/7, which then you don't need those. But make sure to follow us on YouTube as well. I'll be posting yesterday's stream and today's stream. I also have a video I just rendered. I have to upload it after this about the cicada. So if you want to check out this build, I have all of that info and a great match. Unfortunately, against Coburn, though he does do really well, but you'll see. Anyways, guys, I just want to say thank you again to everyone. Hopefully you have a good day, and we will see you later on tonight. Don't forget to, I guess, come join us. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for some more mech porn. Yeah? Alright, guys. Any shout-outs you want to give, Coburn?
No, just thanks for having me on, and thanks everybody for watching.
It was a pleasure. It was awesome. Alright, guys, we'll see you later. Until next time, Mech Warriors. Peace.